abhorrent explanation.
Yeah, we're back. We're back on.
Is there any way to truncate two live streams so that they still
I'm not
show
sure.
as one?
I'm not sure. I think on some platforms. I'm not sure. Twitch maybe, but I'm not sure.
Well, when I finally start releasing these as videos,
yeah,
then it'll all be correct, and this whole part will be edited out. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know if you heard the screaming. That was my lovely wife Courtney.
I heard some of it. Yeah.
She was fighting a cat. We have a cat who's very old and very sick, and he still wants to destroy everything. Despite his limited mobility and dementia, and it's getting this. We're coming up on a sad time.
Yeah.
And the before the sad, if you've never owned a cat or a pet, before the sad time is usually a pretty difficult time of all kinds of things happening. Either way, emergency resolved.
Good.
And everyone is safe. The cat's safe. She's safe. Everything's good.
Excellent.
Okay, so Roy Campbell gets a call.
Every time you say that, I want to hear you say Roy Kent.
Roy Kent? That's strange.
Do you know Roy Kent?
No.
Oh, okay.
We haven't met. This is friend of yours.
Sure. I like to say that. Yeah, it's from Ted Lasso.
There's just never been a piece of promotional material that makes me want to watch Ted Lasso. I've never seen anything from that show that made me want to sit down and watch a whole episode.
I actually avoided it because everybody kept talking about it, and I was like, "Oh no, it just makes you feel good." And I'm like, "No, fuck off." That was my reaction. I didn't want to watch it, but it is the first season especially is very good.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to talk about it. We're talking about some of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're on the cliffside. You're with Meryl. Liquid's dead. There are F-16s coming to carpet bomb the entire place, kill everybody, kill you, kill Otacon, kill Meryl. And then you get a call from Roy Campbell, who is supposed to be in jail because everything was taken over by that one guy who no one knows his name. He says it. He says his name. He says what office of the executive branch that he holds. Nobody cares.
The politician.
He never comes up again. So
I brought these. I brought these in here because I thought it would be funny to eat these on stream.
What are they?
Zach, we are No, hold on. I'm being dramatic. We're entering the best season of the year. The pumpkin spice is back, baby.
Pumpkin spice is good.
Got pumpkin spice cookies from Trader Joe's.
I know some of you out there are my former students. I see you. And I want to let you know that when you turn 35, any angst that you have about pumpkin spice, being for, basic women, you're going to love it. You're just going to start loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. You get a call from Roy. Roy is like, hey, everything's okay. Yeah, he's a big muckety muck with a lot of political power, but I'm an old army guy and I have more powerful friends. So everything's fine. Everyone knows that he's the worst and we killed him off screen. Maybe. So he's like, no F-16s are coming, and you and Meryl. Oh, and by the way, Meryl was calling Roy her uncle. That's actually an open secret. She didn't, because Snake doesn't care. Like even in her mind, she can't accept that Roy is actually her estranged father. Whatever.
Right.
Doesn't come up. It doesn't come up again until 4, and it comes up in the 6th hour of cutscenes.
Jesus Christ.
You'll never see it.
I'm curious about something because it sounds like a lot of the story.
We're almost.
Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
We're almost
Home
done.
stretch.
We'll save questions to the end.
Okay.
All right. So he's like, you and Meryl have both. We have your death certificates have already been signed. You are casualties of Shadow Moses. Go do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which this doesn't come out as a sweet deal for Meryl.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, she's like a she's like a 23-year-old special agent with her life ahead of her.
Yeah.
You know, all she did was follow orders. Nobody cares. It's Snake who wanted to be. It's Snake who wanted to be left alone.
Right.
Either way. You have to watch the Snake goes on and on for like 15 minutes straight about his own personal philosophies of what it means to be alive and what it means, the nature of malice and warfare. He just keeps talking and talking while you watch full motion videos of actual polar bears. Not
Why?
joking. Huh?
All right.
So you watch all that. Then you watch the entire credit reel. If you skip it, you don't get the after credit sequence.
Yeah.
You can't skip. You have to watch the whole thing. So you come back 22 minutes later, give or take, and you see stealth espionage action, Metal Gear Solid. And then you hear bring, bring. Somebody picks up a phone. You don't see anything. It's Ocelot.
Of course.
And he's like, yes, they did fight. Yes, it was super cool. Yes, we have all the data we need going forward with the Metal Gear project. Yes, of course. I look forward to it, Mr. President.
What?
He was
Okay.
working for the office of the president the entire time.
Otacon was?
No, Ocelot. Did I say Otta?
No. I get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Wait, but which one's your friend? It's Ocelot, right?
No, Otacon's your
Otacon.
friend.
Oh my god. And so who? So which one was it on the phone?
Ocelot.
Your friend.
No.
That's Otacon. Oh my god. I'll get it straight. I'll get it straight.
The Colt Single Action Army guy.
Yeah.
The gunslinger guy.
Gotcha.
All right. So, that's Metal Gear 1.
Yes.
All right. You had questions.
So you made a lot of references to Metal Gear Solid up to Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yes.
5 is the most recent one. Does that one
And
tie
the last.
right? Does it tie back to anything?
Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Solid, Portable Ops, Peace Walker, and 5. And to a lesser degree 3. You know what, I'm gonna say not 3 at all. They are the only reason they exist is because video games were iterative in the 80s,
Right.
where you do the same thing in every single game. And then after the second time they killed Big Boss, they were like, should we write a reason why he had to be killed twice? And so we spend a lot of time in the 70s and 80s explaining this. Big spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 5. That game's pretty old by now, so I'm not sorry, but it's happening. It's happening right now. In Metal Gear Solid 5, you are told that you're Big Boss, and that's just not true.
Oh, okay.
You are a sleeper agent who underwent 9 years of of hypnotherapy
Mm-hmm.
and cosmetic surgery in order to appear to be Big Boss,
Oh, okay.
so that you could go out and propagate the legend of Big Boss, go out and do crazy, legendary, dangerous things in the name of Big Boss, while the real Big Boss was busy setting up all of the stuff that he was going to do in Metal Gear 1 and 2. And so, in the first game, you kill and so that there's a difference, so a difference in everybody's mind. The real guy, we call him Boss.
Gotcha.
The copycat, we call Venom Snake.
Okay.
So I think it's in the first game you kill Boss, and in the second game you kill Venom Snake. That's the whole reason any of that's anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Any further questions?
Will there be a test?
About to quiz you right now.
Oh no.
Why didn't Snake die from Foxhound? I'm really glad you brought those snacks now.
Oh my god. Why didn't he die from Foxhound was his...
I'm sorry, Fox die. Why did he not die from the Fox die virus?
Because his friend is a geneticist?
No, it's the geneticists were trying to kill him the whole time.
Then why didn't he die from it?
Eh.
Is this ever explained?
I believe it is, but I don't think it was explained well. Metal Gear Solid 4 is a game that I haven't played. I have watched people do these people clip together all of the cutscenes and the relevant fighting and the relevant action sequences that contextualize the cutscenes, and so you'll have like Metal Gear Solid 4 the movie, and it's still like 7 hours long, and
Yeah.
lots of it makes less sense than this game. Yeah, I believe it is explained. I don't believe it was explained well.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Does this help you? Has this contextualized anything appropriately for you in your playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 2?
It only that it definitely sounds and feels like part of a legacy of confusing bullshit.
It only gets worse.
Oh, great. You know, I didn't expect anything less.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is peak Metal Gear.
Okay.
The story's at its best. Okay. The gameplay in 5 is amazing.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that 5 is like the peak of gameplay for the series.
The story and its presentation are just amateur hour. I'm not joking. And I love these games. I love 5. I know everything about it.
Was it 4 that you strap things to balloons, or is that 5?
That begins in Peace Walker and continues to be... It's not in 4, but I believe that it's in Peace Walker, Portable Ops, and 5.
Okay.
That balloon thing is one of my favorite things about the game.
Okay.
Because the gameplay in all the games is really, really good. And one of the reasons that I like them is because it feels kind of like Arcade Attack. That there's a discrete number of things that you do, and each one means a different thing. And the gameplay is going to evolve and be controlled or fall out of control based upon all of your choices. It's crisp. It's just crisp. But yeah. So Metal Gear Solid 2 is when it continued to make the most sense. Metal Gear Solid 4 is where everything falls off the reservation.
Okay.
Is that an offensive thing to say? I'm sorry. Let's not say that again. That's where everything goes clown shoes. That's what and three is a great story, but it's almost completely self-contained. And every occasion that they took to try to expand on 3 was a little bit of a misstep, which is a shame because Peace Walker actually has a really interesting idea behind its narrative.
Okay.
Are they all worth playing? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, that is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Espionage action.
I like how we started this. We actually started like 10 minutes early, roughly. And we were like, oh, it could be just a 30-minute episode. It has been over an hour. It's 10:40 now.
Wow. Okay.
And I was just curious about what the next game on my list, because for those who don't know, we're working off of a list of games I have not played, and I've selected a game for every year starting the year 2000. Final Fantasy IX was kind of a dud as far as streaming goes. Metal Gear Solid, that was 2000. 2001, Metal Gear Solid 2. So our next game, because I was curious, for 2002 is Metroid Prime. Which just got a remaster, so that's good.
Ooh, the algorithm.
Yay!
Yeah. And on that note, I think it's time to say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thanks to everybody.
Thanks to everybody working behind the scenes in Warlock's Tower.
He did it.
I'm doing it. It's kayfabe, baby.
I love it. Bye.
All right.
Good night.